Idalia is behind us now, but so many in Florida felt the heavy wind and monstrous rainfall. The city of Perry got some of the worst. Wink News anchor Chris Safadi is there live in the Big Bend area. Chris, what are you seeing there today?
Well, in a phrase, Russ, wind damage. This area is up from the water a little bit, so the wind damage is everywhere. What these folks are going through. We'll go down the block here first into a residential neighborhood, and you'll see that yellow caution tape and that big tree across the street. There are a lot of neighborhoods right now where people cannot drive in or out because of trees like that, and there are a lot of power lines down as well. And then back on this corner here, this commercial corner in downtown Perry, let me show you some of the damage to these buildings. You can see this is a gym. And if we look up, we'll look right up into the ceiling, and it goes right inside there. You can see the water stains on the ceiling. You can see over here to the left when we zoom down a little bit, you can see some of the ceiling is out on the sidewalk here. If you could see through that window, you would see a lot of the ceiling water stained on the floor. We'll head down a little bit, and you can see part of the roof. This is a big part of the roof of this whole block that came off here. There's piles down the block. There's piles behind it too. The roof of this old building basically just peeled off. There's a lot of folks here who are just looking for their first little bit of help, their first little bit of the power companies are starting to come through. We've seen some damage assessors come through, even insurance adjusters starting to show up to help. But this is really just the beginning for people here. And nearby, again, we're about 20 miles inland, nearby on Horseshoe Beach, which is closer to the water, they had water damage as well. And it's devastating there. But as Liz Byro shows us now, the kindness of strangers is also on every corner.
I'm walking down the main road in Horseshoe Beach. Many words are coming to mind. Catastrophic, devastating, emotional. Driving in here this morning, I got goosebumps. It was very hard to see. When you look around, you see roofs on the ground, mud covering everything, trees down. No doubt, many lives shattered. One home was literally washed away by the surge. The water came in and it didn't stop. The surge hit around 10 feet. The wind hit 130 miles per hour. In a community of 40 or 50 homes, all but one evacuated. Today, most of those people are back here, and all I'm seeing is people helping each other. Neighbors helping neighbors, everyone in this area calling each other by their first names. Today I met a woman whose name was very fitting, Hope, and her story hit closer to home than I ever expected. After Hurricane Ian, she packed up supplies, came to Fort Myers and helped us there. Today her home is destroyed, but she knows that through kindness we can get through everything. All of more on Hope's story at 5. Live in Horseshoe Beach, Liz Byro, Wink News.
All right, Liz, thank you. And we're starting to see that same thing here, the kindness of strangers on every corner. Coming up at 4 o'clock, we'll tell you how Southwest Florida is already starting to help, and you can see it on the streets here. That's at 4. For now, live in Perry, just south of Tallahassee, Chris Safadi, Wink News.